bring this back up. Just give me a moment. I wanted to get the charity thing back. So you guys are aware of it. We've raced a lot on this stream, and I intend to keep doing it. I enjoy doing the charity streams. There you go. So, breeding pool into bird, I think, is our turn 1 Drew Wisp. Okay. Warning about tax deductible charity, you have to exceed the standard deduction to see a drop in taxes. How do you discourage? Oh, right. I mean, that's not going to apply to everybody, Fox. Right. Right. I mean, there might be some older people in here, or people with larger assets. Yeah, I mean, for example, I would fit into the category you're talking about. True. Yeah, true. I would fit into that category where it wouldn't really do anything for me. So Drew Land, I think I just slammed this. I think since he's not burn, I am going to fetch the other 2 colors, which in this case is the Sacred Foundry. Even though we could just get basic planes there to cast it. I like being... I mean, I don't assume this bird is going to continue to live. So many people tell me to stay. Never time to my mind me about. Caught in the motion that I don't stop. Rage LD! Thanks for the follow. And welcome to the Abram special. Metal Leak, remand. Counter. That sucks, Fox. But I'm sure whoever got the car was very happy. So many people tell me one way. So many people tell me to stay. Never time to like I said, I was not assuming that bird was gonna stay. And it was good to assume that. So many people tell me to stay. Never time to remind me of. Got an emotion that don't stop. Please avert your eyes from the white border slides. I'm sorry. That's all I got. Wanna stop. I love it. Love me some night. Don't wanna stop. Some ascendancy action. Let's do it. Let's start with the serum. Already had the land drop for the turn. Nightfall. Bottom top. I'll top a Fate Stitch. It's fine. How about Sleight of Hand? Actually, we're gonna see fresh cards. We could do another Vision. You could also Cerulean into the Glittering Wish. I'm gonna Serum. If you had nothing, then you do tap. You would just try to get the knight. You get the clock on the board if you do have nothing. Top. These are both reasonable. They both do what I need. All right, Stitch. Untap boosters. I guess you could just untap Bird since he's tapped out. There's not too much risk. Do we want to net mana with the Cerulean and then cast the Glit Wish? I think so. I don't know, maybe I do pop off these Glittering Wishes too much. We already have a lot of other stuff going on in this hand. Why don't we just Sleight of Hand? I do pop those off too soon before I might realize what it is we need to tutor for. Discard the bird. Take Taxian. Bottom the other. I do that often. I mean, these all net mana. Cerulean and Gitaxians, if you pay for Exian, it all nets mana, which is sweet. Please let him win. I can't spy. I can't do that. I'm sorry. We already killed him once, and I'm planning to kill him again in the next 11 minutes. I have to redeem myself for misplaying earlier, right? Yes? mean, what if I just wish here? No, I make that mistake all the time. I always pop this off too soon. I mean, I kind of want to get the draw 2 spell, but it might be correct to just grab another Ascendancy. To just get this party really rolling. Last 2 cards are packed. Pact isn't really going to help him here, though, Rufus. Just grab a second Ascendancy. Okay. That's a reasonable line. We do have the mana to cast it thanks to... These all net mana, though. I'm almost tempted to say goodbye to the Slight, but I think that's wrong. All of those would have produced additional mana. Yeah, let's grab a second Ascendancy. Seems good. So yeah, I mean, if you could Taxi and Probe here, for example. Well, let's see what's going on. What is going on over there? Whoa, so much Ascendancy. I actually will pitch the Slight now. Okay, so there's the retreat. So he is indeed... I figured, I mean, if you see Night in Bant colors, you assume that he is Nightfall. It's a neat deck concept. I'll give it that. I don't know if it's good yet. But it is certainly cool. I saw, like I said, my teammate Jeff playing it. It doesn't really matter what you keep at that point. We've already seen his hand. You can just keep the Wisps, I suppose. Did we cast another Ascendancy? I think so. How about one more? Let's get the third Ascendancy on here. Oh my god. Whoa. Don't need that. That's excellent. I mean, it is nice to have a high density of Stitchers, don't get me wrong, but you could cut the Stitchers by 1. I mean, you could. I need to tap that Knight of the Reliquary soon, by the way. Let's not get too greedy here. Just because we're looking really good doesn't mean you win. All of the triggers! All of the triggers! Oh my god. Tap it down. Float white, untap again. Float red, untap again. I'm probably just going to start floating white mana because that's what Bird fast taps for. I hold down a key and it just fast taps. Untap one more time, then we're going to loot 3 times. Ah, another Stitcher. Sweet. This won't be much longer. Carry to... Ah, okay. He's conceding. You 20 damage. Yeah, we've got an 11/11 Bird. Yeah, we've got lethal. We're just messing around at that point, I suppose. It is kind of a fun loop. I do like loops. You're right, we did have lethal. Yeah, I mean, we were just growing at such a fast rate due to the triple Ascendancy. You're right, we did have lethal with that last spell or 2. Cool. But no, please, seriously, guys, do yourselves a favor. Get yourself some really cool games and donate to a good cause all at the same time. Like I said, I don't get anything out of this, and they don't get anything out of this. It's just, it's a good thing to do, and if you were thinking about getting into a new video game anyway, that's a good way to do it. Let's play the actual version we meant to play. Let's try cutting down 1 Stitcher. Let's add another draw spell. Let's try cutting on Stitchers by just 1. We can run the second Crimson Wisp. Every Crimson Wisp you run makes this carry tits and birds, the extra ones you draw, more live, which can matter. This is the version I meant to test. Let's test this one. Actually, let me post this for you guys so you can have a reference while we play the next game. You guys have something to look at. The hidden card on the side underneath the Flesh Blood is a Wear Tear, the split card. This will give you a nice big picture to look at while we go. Tybalt. What? Why do you not value Gitaxian Probe more? Wouldn't it be the very best card since it nets mana and cantrips for free? Actually, what's funny is the Wisps, break parity with Gitaxian. At that point, once you're already at that stage of the combo spy, the Gitaxian actually is slightly worse because its sorcery speed. Well, it doesn't matter that it's sorcery speed. Excuse me. It matters that you're spending life points. But it doesn't really matter. They do the same amount of. They make the same amount of mana. Yes. Because you get the extra untap, because this says untap creature. Well, before this resolves, I would float mana on the creature I'm untapping, then untap again, then float again. So we'll see if the split of Dispels and Face Shields is correct. Let's see if the place of the Leyline is super sweet in the hand-hate matchups, in the burn matchups. Let's see if 3 Fate Stitchers is correct. Let's do it. Isn't Peak good here? Peak could be. Yeah, Peak could be. That's an awful lot of Whispers to be running. I probably only need 2. Yeah, Peak could be cool. I don't know how much it is. I don't know why I didn't think of Peak. We were considering Quicken, but this seems spicier. Yeah, I like where your mind is. I like where your mind is. How much is Peak? I don't know why my mind wasn't there. Peaks could be very good. Instead of all the additional wisps or... I mean, the red wisp is... It's not as good as the blue wisp in this deck, but it's useful. You could, yeah, you could play Metamorphose, yeah, for sure. Can I get a free one? Almost! Oh. Well, we'll come back to that. Let's just play a quick game with the new version, and we could add some peaks. I could cut down on Whispers. We could run some peaks. Yeah, the information's huge. The information is huge. I probably only need maybe 3 or 4 of the 2.2. So this first vision is just going to be cantrip. This is a lot of creatures. It's a lot of creatures. A land and then 3 cantrips. I probably should mulligan, but I kind of want to see where this... See how far down the rabbit hole this one goes. Do I want to test versus Delver? We could, man. It's almost 5 in the morning, though. Is our friend Stealth Pants streaming? Does anybody know? He was supposed to tell me. There you are, friend. I see you in there. Mountain Go. That's scary. Drew a Fate Stitcher. If I did cantrip, it'd probably be end step. You could just throw out a bird there. Because it's Arid Mesa, though, it's kind of that awkward place where... we're in that awkward place. Like I said, I don't have the best... I don't have optimized fetches for this thing. I don't. Like, we have a red cantrip so you could get Stomping Ground. But that red cantrip needs the bird to live anyway. Well, let's just see all the worst case scenario stuff won. We kept a hand that had a lot of critters. We also kept a 1-lander. Where our fetch isn't able to get the breeding pool. Breeding pool would have been better with this hand. Lightning bolt me. No. You got elves? That'd be fun too, to test. You got some dismembers? What are we doing over here? Ooh. Okay, Grishelbrand. I know it well. Oh, Ascendancy. We're so close. And we have a Phyrexian, so I mean, if we just play Caryatid, we can go off next turn. But if he combos me next turn, that doesn't matter. The fact that he Noxious to draw spell, though, tells me a lot about his hand. Unless he has, like, if he has some Simian Spirit Guides. I mean, if you Noxious